MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop if you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag. Hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners. Welcome, race fans! Back here this week with the USRA Xfinity Series road course style. This week here, they're taking the Xfinity cars to Watkins Glen, New York. So 30 laps on tap here for the guys tonight. And we got a very special guest in the booth here tonight. Not only Keith Martinson and I, but we have KR Stolfus. Welcome, KR.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be part of here, especially getting to join Keith. I'll tell you what, that's a special guest that you can't ever pass up on.
Oh, no, I know it. Keith's pretty awesome in the booth, I got to say. I enjoy working with him. So, Keith, you ready for tonight?
Absolutely. I think this is going to be a great race. The road courses are always fun to watch, especially with these Xfinity cars.
Oh, yeah. Well, from what I was talking to a couple of the drivers, Spencer Owens, matter of fact, he was practicing earlier today, and I was talking to him. I stopped over to their team speak, and he said that, boy, it's going to be slick out there. People are going to be slipping and sliding everywhere, so hopefully everybody can get a good grip on that, I hope, you know.
Well, Watkins Glen gives you a false sense of security. You think you can take a corner really, really fast, and then suddenly you can't.
Right.
You know, a perfect example of that is the uphill through the S's. You really feel like Superman going through there, but you've got to hit your marks just right. And if you're off just a little bit, you end up in that aluminum Armco wall.
Yeah.
Yep. Boy, does that thing play havoc on your car. You hit that thing, you're pretty much done.
You imagine the leader when they hit that? Oh, the rest of the field, where do they go?
All right, well, let's run down through the points here. Coming into tonight, John Furnace, still our points leader here by 42 points now over Jim Ott and Joshua Schulin. They're tied for second place there.
Brady Briggs in fourth, 78 points back. Eric Hawley moved into fifth, 82 points back. Jamie Leach, sixth, 83 points behind. Cody Levitt, seventh place, 85 points behind. Robert Duvendak in eighth, 93 points behind. Tyler Dugan in ninth, 97 points behind. And Jared Darling rounding out the top 10 here, 110 points behind the leader. Keith?
Yeah, Spencer Owens is also tied with 10th with Jared Darling. He's also 110. You got David Carmen, 114 back in 12th. Jared Hagdorn, 118 back in 13th. Brendan Bogo, yep, that's it, 121 back in 14th. Jeffrey Price in 15th, 129 back. 16th is Cole Day, 132 back. 17, Roger Muth, 140 back. 18th, Jeff Pogo, 157 back. And tied for 19th is Dennis Carmen and Darren, see if I can pronounce that, Scandarito.
There you go, Scandarito. That's what I call him. Probably
there's your top 20.
I think it's Dariato, but I don't know that I just call him Scandarito.
Good enough for me.
All right. Yeah, I think it's Dariato. Dariato or something. So, all right. Well, let's. Dang it. Looking at what these guys got to look at here tonight. 30 laps. That's about 73 miles. So that's really not that many miles. 2.43 miles around here, or something like that. Tire window about 25 to 35 laps because they're not only using the left sides of the tires, and they're also using the right side of the tires, so it does seem to wear them out a lot quicker. Track temperature about 75 degrees. Air temperature 70 degrees. Excuse me. Fuel window. We were kind of guesstimating this today. I was talking to one of the drivers in here, Spencer Owens. He kind of guesstimated it around 15 to 17 laps because they're running 65% fuel load. So that does kind of change things a little bit. I think they have one reset, don't they? I'm almost positive they do.
No, it says no fast repairs.
Oh, okay. No, okay. All right. Well, pit road speed 45 miles an hour. That's what we're looking at for tonight. So, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, folks. The Drive for Suicide Prevention Xfinity Series right here on MaxSpeedTV. And also, I forgot to put it on here. There is a special event being broadcasted here on MaxSpeedTV tomorrow night. It's a Halloween race, Halloween special, where they're giving away money. So you can tune in for that as well. So.
I'm already scared.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm watching the 26 of John. He is our points leader coming into tonight. And right now, he is second quick out there on practice. And, what a good lap time he's laid down for his best lap time. But he's out there right now turning some good laps. He's hitting his marks very well, and I can see why this guy's our points leader.
Yeah, he's a good driver. All right, well, we're going to step away real quick here, folks. Play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying underway. Nobody's turned in a time yet, but pretty much everybody is out there on the track. And I think we're going to have a pretty good-sized field here tonight. It looks like about 31 drivers, somewhere along in there, have joined the race here. So it's going to be kind of fun to watch, I think.
I think road courses have kind of a special appeal to the drivers, either just because they love road courses or it's just something they don't do very often, so they just want to come here and see what they can do.
Right.
One of the things, being a driver myself, that I like about Watkins Glen is you really get a chance to just kind of put your foot to the floor and try and turn left and right as fast as possible. And Watkins Glen is one of the faster road courses that we have in the iRacing service.
I know it. I love this track. One of my favorite road courses right here.
Yeah, it's fast and it's also technical in certain spots too. You have to be a little careful, otherwise you can find yourself flying in all kinds of directions.
Yeah, like up, because that's what I tend to do when I crash here at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Sometimes I look out the window and everything's upside down and I can't figure out why.
Yeah, that happens a lot too.
Upside down.
Well, the 99 right now has the top time, and he's
not
going
anymore.
through the
Yeah, not anymore.
It doesn't take long to change.
Nope, Brady Briggs just took over the top spot now. But that's probably going to change. Michael Laguari, second. Jeff Pogo, third. Joshua Schulin, fourth. But we got a lot of fast guys out here. John Furnace hasn't taken a lap yet, or completed a lap yet. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I kind of expect the pole time to be somewhere in the low 109s, maybe in the 108s.
Yep. Jared Darling and Spencer Owens, they haven't turned in a lap yet. Cody Levitt, Eric Hawley, these guys are pretty fast too. Jordan Smith, now I know Jordan Smith's pretty fast usually. There you go, Spencer Owens just put it to the top of the leaderboard. And that's that practicing he did today that I was telling you about. We all know this. Seat time is the most important thing. Learning the track and knowing where it's going to grip and where it's not, knowing your braking points and throttle point is about 99.9% of the battle. Am I here to race?
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, that's why these guys spend so much time behind the wheel. If you just come out here green, you don't have a chance.
Well, I mean, that's all I do. I just show up, drive, I crash, put it on the trailer, call it a day.
There you go.
Go have a hot dog.
Go have me a hot dog. Oh, it's a good time. I'll tell you what, though, Spencer Owens, he turned a 109 in practice. Right now, he's at a 110 in qualifying, and he is digging hard, trying to best his third place that he's in right now, looking for a pole position here as he comes across the line.
Yeah, he's trying right there to see if he can do to beat John Furnace, and he did not. So he may have had an off-track incident or something, because if you get an off-track incident or just clip the grass in a corner or something, it won't count that lap. So
it did count it. He actually did improve his lap time,
right.
Just not enough to
right.
stay right in third. I mean, John Furnace has turned a 109, 239, and Owens with a .609.
Yeah, he's 2.5 tenths off of the pole right now.
Yeah, and Furnace is only 2 tenths off his practice time, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, John Furnace, I'll tell you, he's on a roll here to bring home a championship. It was back and forth with him and Jim Ott there for, pretty much most of the season. It's been that way. But now that He's got a 42-point lead over Jim Ott. He's got a little bit of breathing room there. But, to maintain that points lead, man, you've got to stay right with it. You've got to get a top, a top 5 every week. Consistency is going to be a key here to try to bring home a championship.
You mentioned Jim Ott. He currently is in 18th spot for qualifying time in that 4 machine. He does have a fan in YouTube chat, however. Want to give a shout out to Chase Berry.
Yeah, hey, Chase. Jonathan. Hey, good luck tonight, Robert. Yeah, we got quite a few in chat there. Good to see everybody. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little bell next to it so you get a notification when we do go live. We broadcast 7 nights a week now. So, you can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also, follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV.
And it looks like we have a new pole sitter.
Yes, sir.
Doug Higby.
Wow,
Doug
nice.
was the fastest in practice, and now he's the fastest in qualifying.
And look at
his
that.
practice time is very similar to his qualifying time.
Which is fortunate for him because his first qualifying lap, he actually missed the bus stop completely. He had to coast through the cones.
Yeah, he's just a little over 2.5 tenths quicker than John Furness was. Golly, man. Where do they find these people at? They're fast.
If you'd like to be as fast as these guys, go to www.griphacks.org.
Yeah, there you go. Griphacks.org.
I have no comment.
I could tell you a story about a similar thing as that. We looked it up one time to see if there was such a site, that had. There was, but we kind of wondered if that site might not have been put up by iRacing itself, just to see if people, went there to try to, because you had to log in before you could go get them. I don't know. I'm just saying. We were wondering.
iRacing set up a sting, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we didn't want to like log in and then they'd have your name say. Like, oh, now we know to watch that guy for grip hacks.
No, I wasn't cheating. I was just researching cheating.
Yeah. Well, there was
doing a paper.
Back when we had Ed's League, there were some people in there we kind of suspected.
Well, it's just like real NASCAR where, a driver does really good, they automatically accuse him of cheating. So why not do it here too?
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, in racing, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Everyone's cheating. It's just a matter of when you get caught.
Well, he would come into a room and be like 2 tenths slower than everybody. He would leave and then come back and be 2 or 3 tenths faster than everybody. What do you think he went to do? I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
Listen, I'm not saying they did,
No.
didn't. I'm just saying.
We weren't accusing him. We were just wondering if he was. And I thought, well, there's got to be some grip hacks out there, Oh, there's all kinds of stuff. There's stuff to make the track cooler. There's stuff to make the tires grip. Oh, all kinds of stuff.
There used to be a cheat where you could flip a switch and disconnect yourself quickly, and
that's still around.
Yeah, lag switch.
Yep. Yeah, so
that's going to be a hard one to get past. All you can do is watch drivers for that.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks, and it looks like our pole sitter, Doug Higby, is going to be our pole sitter. All right, so let's go see where everybody lines up here on the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Doug Higby coming home with the pole with a 1 minute, 8.973 second lap. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. John Furness, our points leader, will start second. In row 2, Jordan Smith in third, Spencer Owens fourth. In row 3, Jared Darling in fifth place, Brady Briggs sixth. In row 4, Michael Laguari seventh, and Jeff Pogo eighth. Row 5, Brennan Bogo in ninth, and Jamie Leach. That'll round out the top 10. Heath?
All right.
Finish them up.
You got it. We got Joshua, I'm going to butcher his name.
Shulin.
Shulin, thank you, in 11th. Jason Young in 12th. Cody Levitt in 13th. Eric Hawley 14th. Cole Day 15th. Craig Lerman in 16th. Robert Duvendak in 17th. Luke Lafaro 18th. Jim Ott in 19th. He's kind of one of the championship contenders. That's kind of a rough qualifying for him.
Yeah, second in the points.
Darren Scandariato in 20th. I apologize if I butcher your name. You can come talk to me later about it. Dan Dill in 21st. Joe Renaud in 22nd. David Carmen 23rd. Raymond Mizioso Jr. in 24th. And the rest of the field who didn't take any times, we got Doug Ungari 25th. Anthony Reynolds 26th. Kyle Zimmer 27th. Jared Hagedorn 28th. Skip Carmen 29th. Steve Holmes in 30th. And running out the field, Mike Mash in 31st. Good field tonight.
Mike Mock.
Mock, thank you.
Yep, yeah, that's the way it's pronounced.
I'll get these eventually.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, so I got to find our pole sitter. If I can find him here. There he is.
His name is Doug.
Yep.
Easy to Rudy.
Him. Had to find him on the list here. Hey, and he's running the Ollie's car. We have a couple Ollies down here.
Nice.
Yeah, they're like a. Well, some of their stuff ain't bad, but most of their stuff, you know, kind of the cheaper stuff, you know like a Ben Franklin type stuff, or
sure.
Big Lots, or the Ollies. But pretty cool store though. Man, they have everything in there. You name it, they got it.
Everyone getting single file to go through the bus stop here. Very cool to see that. A lot of respect going on for that. Sometimes you'll see some drivers trying to go side by side, and anger kind of comes up after that.
Oh, no. There's no anger in iRacing.
No. Nobody ever loses their mind.
Especially on a road course. I mean,
yeah.
Why would you be mad at anything on a road course?
Right, yeah. I mean, you're just running off the grass into the fence, damaging the car, or dooring somebody, or somebody dooring you. Hey, there's no reason to be angry. Oh, that's funny. All right, they're doubling up now, so we're getting ready to go green here, folks. Pace car just about to pit road. We got one more corner, and it's going to go to pit road, and we're going to unleash these guys. It's going to be pedal to the metal down the front stretch.
We do have one car really trying to fit in. That's the 29 machine. Not sure what he was going, but here we go, going green.
Pace car's in. And there's the green. We're off and going. Good jump down the front stretch. And into turn one, it's going to be Doug Higbee on the outside.
Oh, we got somebody taking a wide
turn
there.
Yeah, we got a couple of them taking some wide turns there. The turn
3 wide still coming off of turn number 1 as they head into the or uphill. That was the 46, the 4, and the 95.
Yeah, those guys they're back in here. This is what I always say. Mid-pack is usually where you see the really intense racing, and that's where these guys are trying to get to the front. The guys in the front, there ain't quite as much intense racing up there. They're already in the front. Jordan Smith into third. Looking very strong here tonight. Spencer Owens, fourth place.
Well, there's only so many places you can pass on this track, so you have to be patient and bide your time.
Jared Darling, fifth. Michael LaGuarre now sixth place. He picked up one position since the start of the race. They come down here to complete the first lap of the race, and our leader, Doug Higbee, does get a bonus point. And I think he's new to the league. I don't recall him being in here. He may be in the truck series and decided to run in the Xfinity series. I don't know that. So, but he's starting to already pull away a little bit. He's got a half a second lead over second place John Furnace. Bus stop, boy, that's where you usually get caught right there. Boy, I see a lot of guys spinning out to get out into the kitty litter there. That's Oh man, John Furness almost got into the back of Higbee. He had to back out, or he would have really slammed him in the tail right there.
Yeah,
I do want to
both
point
ends.
out the 20 of Luke LaFaro has got some damage. He was very slow going down the straightaway heading to the bus stop, and the left side of that car, the driver's side, is heavily pancaked. I kind of wonder if he didn't make a mistake coming uphill through the S's.
He might have, and that's all it takes. You get into them guardrails and without a
Yeah, that's exactly what he actually hit both guardrails.
There he goes. He's taking a look. And boy, he just passed up Raymond Mazzoso. Yeah. He just passed him up, and he's going backwards pretty quick. All right, back up front. Brady Briggs, 7th place for him after losing 1 position. Are already starting to want to kick sideways on him.
It doesn't take long here.
Nope.
It is very easy to burn your tires up and overdrive this track.
Eric Hawley made a great recovery last week. I think he finished 5th last week. That was an amazing finish to that race. He just happened to luck out and pull out. I think it was the top 5. I'm almost positive it was. Just because it was pretty chaotic right at the very end. Well, I'll just leave it at that.
And speaking of special guests, we have one in chat right now. We have Drea.
Hey,
painter
Drea.
extraordinaire.
Oh, hey, I got to, Drea, I will catch up with you in chat later, and I've got to share that stuff, I think. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, I wanted to share this with you. KR, if you can, look at my avatar. My avatar in TeamSpeak.
Rudy, I don't know if that's code for something or not, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I like that.
My avatar in TeamSpeak.
Uh-huh.
You see that? Drea did that.
Oh, I saw the post made in Facebook for those, and I wanted to comment, but I was going to be commenting as MaxSpeedTV, and I was like, I don't know if I should say something, but yeah, man, they are cool.
I know, and I like them. Drea, can you make them any higher quality? They're beautiful.
Higher resolution?
Yeah, higher resolution. Yeah.
Not quality. He didn't mean quality. Quality is spot on. Higher resolution.
Yeah, higher resolution. And the reason I'm saying that is because when they're kind of blown up just a little bit bigger, they kind of look a little jagged. But other than that, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. And I will talk to you about the pricing, okay? Because I do want to make that right with you. That's a lot of hard work, and they look beautiful.
Oh, we got a spinner. Somebody crashed hard in the wall. The number 3 car.
Uh-oh.
Sorry to interrupt that, but that was a hard hit.
Cold day, hard into the wall.
Yep. Just lost it coming out of that turn and hit the wall head on.
We don't get much of a chance to go back and watch replays, so let's go back and check this out here.
Lost it coming out of turn 1 and hit the pit exit wall.
Yeah, there's a
got over those rumble strips and lost control, and that was the end of it. We
don't get time to do a lot of recap of wrecks here at road courses. So let's see what happens here. He goes into turn 1, and might have just misread those rumble strips. Yeah, something. Oh, and he's going to head to the fence. Oh, no. Oh, he hit it hard, too. And oncoming traffic. Wow. I don't know, man. That's going to be hard to come back from.
Yeah, that was a really hard lane. He's got some pretty significant damage to the front of his car, but he's still going, so we'll see what happens.
Yep, John Furness still hanging on to second there, and I mean hanging on. Yeah, I think he's got a rope tied to the back of Doug Higbee's car and just hanging on right now. Hanging on for life.
Yep, sometimes that's all you can do.
You betcha. Gordon Smith In third, he's been hanging on right there, but he's got Spencer Owens, I mean to tell you, breathing down his neck big time. Man, Spencer's just right there on his tail. About the same as Higby. Higby's got a mirror full of John Furness. And John, I talk about him a lot because of, the things that he does each and every week here, putting on, good racing. Right now, he doesn't need to worry about getting the win. That's just kind of a bonus for him right now. What he needs to do is just make sure he's consistent and finish inside that top 5,
Yeah.
Hang on to the point.
Of course, if you ever tell the driver they don't need to win, they're going to laugh at you, of course. But
This is true.
But yeah, I mean, as long as he remains consistent and he stays up in the top 5,
Yep.
Yeah, he's got it. He sure is not letting Higby get away from him, though. That's for sure.
Dan Dill picking up 1 position, start of the race. David Carmen picking up 2. That's the Nestle's Quick car. Love that car. Who doesn't like Nestle's Quick? Really, We got 1 out of the race already. Darren Scandorito. Oh, wait a minute. He's back in now.
Darren had some connection issues.
Oh.
Dropped connection and has gotten that car back out there.
Oh, man. And Doug Ungari, a couple of laps down. And Jason Young, 1 lap down. So we've got some lap cars already.
Doug Ungari in the 7, he did spend quite a bit of time on pit road, so he got into some trouble here very early, but he's got a chance to make up some time here. Not a lot, but he's got a chance.
Yeah, he's got some damage on that left front fender there where he's got into the fence or something.
Yeah, we got a car already coming into the pits, the 24 car, Jeff Pogo. Looks like he's sustained a little bit of damage, too. Might be a little early for pit stops, but he might be on a different strategy.
Yeah, he might be. I don't know, unless he's thinking that he thinks he can make it from here. I don't know. It's 22 laps. I don't think they can go that far.
That's quite a bit outside the fuel window you gave us.
Yeah, that's 65. They're running 65% fuel. And like I said, Spencer Owens did a kind of a test for me today, and he said 15 to 17 laps on a tank of fuel. That's what he said. I don't know. I'm going by what he said. That sounds about right, because I know we used to be able to get about 42 laps, 43 laps on a full tank of fuel. They're running 65%. So what's that? Well, that would be over 20 laps. So maybe he did that. Maybe he did. Maybe they can make it from here. And he just did an early pit stop, so got it out of the way. I would have split it in half. It would have been me. I'd have run 15 laps, stopped, took 4 fresh fuel goods, full tank of fuel, and run the other 15. Spencer Owens now into 3rd.
One thing I like watching is these guys go through the bus stop. A lot of them are hitting that bus stop very perfectly, and you can tell just by how close they can stay in that flat spot through the bus stop to the left-hand side of it. When a driver overshoots the bus stop, they're going to go way wide on that and lose a whole lot of time. But a lot of these guys, they're hugging that inside line through the bus stop, and they can really make some time doing that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the bus stop is almost an art form. If you get it even a little wrong, it's going to hurt bad.
Oh yeah, you'd be out in the kitty litter there, or into the fence.
I like kitty litter. It feels like home.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, here comes Brennan Bogo up now. Let's watch him go through the bus stop here, folks. See how good he hits his mark. The bus stop is just kind of a slow down factor to slow them down so they're not going so fast to go into that nice big wide turn. And he nails it pretty good. Looking good, Brennan. Yeah.
Yeah, one thing you can measure off of is that concrete strip that they put through there.
Yep.
That's typically the spot that has taken the most abuse, and that's why that concrete strip had to be put in. And that's because that's the main racing line, and Brennan did a good job of hugging that line.
He sure did. Great job. Jamie Leach hanging on to his tail now. Both of them picked up one spot since the start of the race. Joshua Shulin makes it into the top 10. He is third in the points, so he's got to have a good night here tonight. He is tied with Jim Ott, 42 points back, and Jim Ott is four positions behind him, back in 14.
We do have a few things to point out here. Doug Higbee here in the last few laps has really opened up a lead over our points leader, John Furness. He's almost got a 2-second lead now. You know, John's still within sight of him, but whereas John was within striking distance, now John has got some work to do.
He might be already starting to feel the effects here. You know, they got 10 laps on these tires. He might be starting to feel the effects of the tire wear, would be my guess. You know, he doesn't want to back it off too far because 5 seconds behind him, here comes Spencer Owens.
You know, inside the top 5, right in the 5 spot is the 90 of Jared Darling. He's got a beautiful pink one-main machine right there as he's going uphill through the S's. He's got a good line there, and he is tracking down Jordan Smith in that 25 machine.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. That's another one to watch because apparently they ran excellent in the truck race Tuesday night. Spencer Owens won the race, and you can catch that on our YouTube channel here, folks. If you want to go back and watch the truck race from Tuesday night, USRA. Spencer Owens won it, and Jared Darling wound up finishing third. I guess he had second, but he hit the wall there on the last lap. Oh, wow. Jordan Smith, what happened to him?
He slowed down to let Darling by. Darling closed up nearly half a second on him through the back, through the bus stop and down that back straight.
Oh, they're coming to pit road.
And here he comes to pit road.
Yep, no, Jared Darling's not, but yeah. And the number 19 there of Skip Carman. He's oh, yeah, there he is. So Jordan Smith all the way down pit road. Coming to his pit stall. Let's follow along here with him. Giving up that valuable track position just to stop and make his one and only stop is that they're going to be able to do here tonight. 4 tires. 4 fresh feel goods, I call them. Because, boy, they feel good after you get them changed, don't they?
Oh, man, you can really rip a lap time around here, but you'll pay the price towards the end of a tire run if you do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, he should be able to hold off some of these guys that he come out ahead of. Come out ahead,
Jordan
right ahead
Smith,
of Jim Ott. He's still on the lead lap.
Yeah, pulled right in front of Jim Ott. You know, Jim Ott further down the field, and Jordan Smith had to get out in front of these cars because there was a big gap. Now that 25 machine has some fresh air in front of him, some no pressure kind of driving, and he can just lay down the lap times he needs and maybe close up the gap on the leaders here.
And Higbee's still out here just digging with a 3.1 second lead now over John Furness. Quite a bit.
And the leaders have to be a little careful because if they stay out too long, they're going to lose a massive amount of time to the people who just pitted.
Yeah,
I'm looking at Doug's time, his last lap time of a 1:11.3, and looking at people who have pitted, Jeff Pogo in the 24 machine turning a 1:10. So yeah, he's losing about a second in this situation, but you know, fresh tires here at the end versus at the beginning, it's a tough call right now.
Well, you know, he's about 2 seconds off of the pace right here. Oh, where'd he go? There he is. He's about 2 seconds slower than he was at the beginning of the race. So, you know, that's telling you right there. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying 2 seconds, that's not much time. But 2 seconds is a lot.
Yeah, especially at a track like this.
Yeah. All right. Jared Darling 4th. Michael LaGuarre 5th. Now he's coming into the corner number 1. Brennan Bogo moves up to 6th. Some of these guys are going to have to pit here before long. I think we got a couple.
Oh!
Yep. Brady Briggs is coming in.
Yeah, we had a car spin in front of the leader, but luckily he saved it.
Craig Lerman, he's on pit road. Love that car. Coca-Cola.
I got one of those right now.
I can't drink Coke, and it burns my throat. Drink Pepsi, though.
Our
Here he
leader
comes.
on pit road.
Yep.
Doug Higby slowing it down.
Yes, sir. Well, that's going to let Furnace stay out there. He's going to lead a lap to collect that bonus point. All the points are going to count here, so I'm sure he'll probably pit on this lap, knowing that Doug Higby come into pit road. He's going to want to come out. He's going to want to change tires and pop off that fuel tank. And seeing these guys are doing just what I said to do. Take it about the halfway mark, then come in and do your pit stop. That way you're not out here toward the end of the race running on really, really old tires.
Yeah, because this is basically the end of the projected tire run is about 15 laps. So anything longer than that, and you're really going to suffer.
Well, we still got
Jared Darling in the 90 machine. He's in 3rd place right now. His best lap time of a 109.981 compared to his last lap time of a 113.365.
Yeah.
So the fall off right now, you got to hit pit road. You can't stay out there if you plan to make a charge for the lead here.
Yep. Yeah, you're about 3 or 4
the
seconds
26
off.
car is coming into pit road.
Here he comes.
Love that Haviland paint job. That takes me back.
Yes, sir. The old Davey Allison days. Man, that's way back. Well, Spencer Owens stayed out to lead a lap. And Jared Darling.
Oh, and he's going to pay for it a little bit there. Gets off track.
Uh-oh.
He's
Jared
back up.
Darling?
But yeah, that'll cost him some time.
Now the 90 of Jared Darling, he is, I'll tell you what, I don't know what he is. What? I just don't understand why you'd stay out there as he's struggling up through the S's.
John Furnace is just now coming off a pit road. There may have been a speeding penalty there. No, there wasn't. But he's going to come out way behind Doug Higby now. So when it all cycles out, Doug Higby's going to be back in the lead, and he's going to have about a 6-second lead over John Furnace. That's a lot.
John Furnace pit stop, he was also in his pit stall for 11 seconds longer, and I got to believe that John Furnace and Doug Higby hammered out some damage or got a penalty because they had 20-second pit stop and a 31-second. That was Higby with the 20-second pit stop and Furnace with the 31-second pit stop. That is a long time on pit road.
Yeah, my guess is it didn't look like he had any damage, so my guess is that he was had a hold for speeding. And Jared Darling is still out on the track. He did not come in this time either.
Yep. Stay out and lead a lap, get a bonus point. Spencer Owens on pit road now. 4 field goods, full tank of fuel, and he's out of there. We got Raymond Mazzoso coming to pit road. 4-tire change for him. Also the number 7, they can catch up with him. Doug Ungari, he's back on pit road. And he's away. So he's been on pit road a couple times. I'm sure we're going to see Jared Darling come to pit road now. He's got a 17-second lead over Doug Higby. But Higby with them new tires, I'll tell you what, he'll run Jared down. Yep, Jared's coming in now. He's one of the last ones to come to pit road.
Yeah, and Jeff Pogo's back in the pits after pitting at around lap 8.
Well, some guys like to do it in 2 pit stops, and some only like to do it in 1. So it's a preference thing. of what what you feel you can do out there on the tires.
Darlene Hintz's pit stall really crossed up here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he wasn't too far one way or the other and didn't miss it, but not necessarily straight in the pit box, but he gets away cleanly. Good pit stop for him. And right now, he comes out of pit road in 5th place.
Yeah, and he's, wow, 7.7 seconds away from 4th place, Spencer Owen. Well, John Furness has run down Doug Higbee down to 4.8 seconds, but I don't know if that's going to be enough with 12 to go to try to close that gap on him. I don't know. Now he's got a lot of lap traffic to deal with, too.
Yeah, luckily the lap traffic has been letting him go, so he hasn't had to fight too much.
Quite a bunch of cars around this 26 machine. That also means that the 93 of Doug Higbee's has had to work through these as well. So our leaders negotiating through this lap traffic very cleanly, very quickly, and not really affecting the race here, other than the fact that Doug Higbee is pulling away from our points leader, the 26 of John Furness.
And impressive pit stop there by Jordan Smith. He really needed that. And he does have Spencer Owens right on his tail. Again, those two close together. Golly. I'll tell you, Spencer's keeping the pressure right on Jordan Smith now. He's just waiting for him to break. Wait for the pressure to get to be too much. And boy, I'll tell you what, they both look excellent. Going through the bus stop there, Spencer did have a little wiggle there coming out of the final turn of the bus stop, but I don't think he ever lifted off his gas. Stayed right in it.
Nah, there's no reason to there.
No. Jamie Leach. There's a name we haven't been talking a whole lot about tonight. Picked up a couple of positions. Let's go back, way back in the field here. Some of the guys that are lapped down. Kyle Zimmer running in 23rd position, a lap down. Right now, we only have 17 cars on the lead lap. 18. Yeah, 18 cars. Jeff Pogo is the last one on the lead lap, but he's got a mirror full of the leader, Doug Higbee. Wow, Higbee blinking like crazy there, man.
I'm not sure that it's Higbee. I think the server has got some issues because a lot of these drivers are blinking for me.
Could be.
And it's not just one car, it's chunks of the field.
Yeah. Yep. I noticed that too. There's a couple of laggy spots I've noticed that I've never seen before. So yeah, it could be the server. Yes, sir. All right, checking in on Jim Ott, second in points, and kind of mired in here with a lot of lap traffic, trying to figure out a way to get, well, Robert Duvendak is not. He is on the same lap, just ahead of him. And Jim Ott does clear Duvendak and gets by him. Whole day, he's into the picture here. Up ahead of those guys is Luke LaFaro.
Luke LaFaro, who started 18th, has moved his way up into 15th spot right here in that 20 machine. One of the cars who got into trouble here on the opening lap, opening 2 laps, got damage on that machine, but he has not given up. He's staying out there. He's cranking off some lap times. And right now he is in one of those spots that looks like he's found somewhere to run.
Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It could be internet too. 'Cause I've dropped a few frames here too. I don't know what the deal is. I have had to reset my router every single day, and I don't. I didn't do it today, so.
Trying to broadcast, not trying to do anything, and I'm having a lot of connection issues. So we may not have the best server.
A lap down, Luke Lafaro just ahead of the leader. Let's hope he doesn't get out of shape for this one and take out Higbee. Higbee's man, he's just been on rails tonight here. He's led all but just a couple of laps. And he's got damage on his car too, guys. I was looking at the front end of that car. He's been into something or someone.
More than likely someone.
Yeah, damage on the front end like that kind of tends to say he bumped into somebody who his breaking point was a little bit sooner than Higbee was ready for.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've been on the giving and the receiving end of that one.
All right, Jordan Smith. Jared Darling now a long ways back behind Jordan Smith. It's going to take him a while to catch up, I think. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. John Furness is closing on Doug Higbee. He's down to 3.2 seconds. I don't know if there's enough laps left for him to get up there and maybe battle for this win. I don't know. Oh,
well, with the lap traffic and everything else that's going on, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that, folks. I don't know. I'm going to have to... I don't know. I'm about sick and tired of freaking internet shit. Excuse my French, but I'm just about sick and tired of it. One night it works great, next night it don't. What the heck gives with that, you know?
Spencer Owens in the 83 machine. Right now he is running in 7th place. That 83 has a ton of damage on the front end.
Yes, he does.
Not sure what happened to him throughout this course of the race, but man, I'll tell you what, that thing looks like it's shortened by about 6 inches to a foot.
Yeah, that's a shame too, because he was up there battling for second, third, fourth place, even led a lap. So something happened that we missed right there. Greg Lerman right behind him. Hey, Chemo! Chemo's in chat. They're dropping frames again.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to step away.
All right.
I do want to say thank you very much, Rudy and Keith, for letting me join you guys here tonight. But I'm going to go play race car driver and pretend that I know what I'm doing.
All right.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in and helping out. Appreciate that.
Oh, man, it was great. 5 laps to go. You guys got this. You don't need me anymore.
Yeah. Good luck.
Nah.
Good luck in your race.
All right, y'all. Have a good night, and thank you once again.
Dollar in the jar. What?
Yep, swear jar. You got to put a buck in.
Oh, yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It just kind of slipped out. It just upsets me so bad. Sorry. I don't like to do that kind of thing. You guys know that too. Cody Levitt in 7th. Picking up 6th position since the start of the race.
Well, John Furness is under 3 seconds now, so he is definitely catching him. This could be a really interesting fight the last couple of laps.
Yeah, he's really turned up the heat. He's only about a turn away from him, so he's closing that gap down pretty good. And he's got no pressure from 3rd place. Jordan Smith is 15 seconds behind on Furness.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to even be a factor at the end of this. But I'm wondering if that damage to the front of his car is slowing him down any. I mean...
who, Higbee?
Yeah, I mean, his last lap was 1:11.5, so it could be a couple of things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a little over 2 seconds off of pace. And Furness, which is closed up the gap even more now, he is only a second off the pace.
Well, we're coming to 3 to go, so anything can happen.
How come I'm getting a echo off of? getting
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right, Jordan Smith, then Michael LaGuarre, 4th place, and Jared Darling, 5th. The way these guys, Jeff Pogo taking it behind the wall, Brady Brake behind the wall. A couple of drivers out of the race, Keith.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate, but I know that Pogo had some pretty heavy damage in that earlier part of the race that may have just caught up with him. Oh, we got a car off the track just by the leader there.
Yeah, that's not what we want to see, but that's what John Furness wants to see. Anyway, anything that can slow up Doug Higbee right now, John Furness is all in it. But Higbee actually did pull back away about a couple of tenths, but Furness is starting to close up on him again. Coming to 2 to go this time by for Doug Higbee and John Furness out front. Well, folks, we'll get to talk to the top 3 here at the end of the race, so make sure you stick around for the interview. It's going to be a pretty good one. These guys can tell us how difficult this was. I know John Furness tried really, really hard to reel in Doug Higbee, but it's been very difficult. He did get a 1-lap lead, though, got a bonus point in, and that'll help him. Now, Higbee not in the top 20 in points, so no threat to John Furness as far as point-wise. Jim Ott, 2nd in points, find him clear back in 15th. So that's going to extend that out. But I was looking, Schulin. Where is Schulin at? Okay, he's ahead of Jim Ott.
Yep, he's in 11th. Ott's down in 14th.
Yeah, those two tied. But now Schulin has not led a lap, and neither has Jim Ott. So if they finish that way, Schulin's going to take over 2nd place in point.
All right, we're coming to the white flag, and John Furness is within striking distance. He's only a 2nd behind.
Oh, my. 1 to go. Well, I'm going to stay on these leaders because this could get pretty interesting coming down to this final lap.
Yep, it was. Yep, he had an issue in the bus stop with 2 to go, got in the grass, and that's what allowed Furness to catch up.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Cue the Jaws music.
Yep, one last time through the bus stop. 0.6 of a second. Furness trying to get the win.
All he can do is just hope that the pressure will cause Higbee to make a mistake because he is right there.
Yeah, or that damage is not allowing him to get up to full speed on these straightaways. This is about the last long straightaway that he's got to get. He's going to drive it hard. He's going to look. Oh, man, I thought maybe he was going to look to the inside there, but it's coming out of the last corners where it's going to be the interesting part.
He's going to try to outbrake him.
Whoa, man. Higbee crashing the grass. And coming to the line, it's going to be Doug Higbee for the win. Congratulations to him, man. I'll tell you, that was one heck of a race there between those two.
Absolutely. You got to love the fact that they're doing 30 laps and it comes down to the last corner to figure out who won the race.
You betcha. All right, folks, we'll get these guys down here and talk to them. So give us a second to get them in TeamSpeak with us. All right, we caught up with third place Jordan Smith. The other two have not come into TeamSpeak yet, John Furness and Doug Higby. But Jordan, man, what a pit stop got you out ahead of a lot of drivers here today. Tell me about the racing out there and what this third place means to you.
Well, third place, I mean, I was just trying to survive this race, and third place is just icing on the top of the cake. So it means a lot, and I'm really happy. Not usually, road courses are not usually my strong suit, so I'm happy to get a third. But the racing was great. Everybody was giving and taking, more giving. And honestly, as long as you kept the tires underneath the car and you didn't wheel hop going into one in the bus stop, you'd be fine.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a race out there. How grueling was it? I mean, I know it was only 30 laps. It really couldn't have been too awful hard on you, but you had to make one pit stop. You had to hit your marks perfect. So talk about the racing out there and how difficult it was.
Yeah, it was definitely harder on the longer runs, especially as the tires wore down, kind of getting out of the corners, especially the last corner, and getting out of the bus stop. Your wheels wanted to spin a lot, and you're really susceptible to spinning out right there. But I mean, it was a blast. You had to play the strategy just right. And I knew tires were going to be a big deal going into it, so I figured short pitting would get me ahead of a lot of the people, and it did. And then I battled with Spencer for a while there until he ended up spinning out after getting some wheel spin. But it was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself and you brought home a third place today. So who you got to thank for that?
I got to thank my teammates, Jeff Pogo and Dan Dill, and as always, my family for supporting me.
Well, very good. Congratulations to you, and we'll catch you next week. Back to the ovals next week.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. See you then.
All right. Okay, we do have second place in here. You want to catch him, Keith?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Jeff, you there?
John,
sorry.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, thanks for taking time from you. So, tell us about those last few laps. It looked like you had a chance there to get the win.
Yeah, we got pretty close. Just probably needed another lap or two. I ran my stuff pretty hard that first run. The second run, I just worked on saving, and then some of the lap traffic, I think, really messed him up, and caught him right there at the end. Just probably needed another lap. He was really fast, though.
Yes, tell us about how the racing was out there. It looked like you, well, not you, but everybody. It looks like there was some places where everybody struggled a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't struggle too bad today. Just really trying to manage the tire wear and make sure you don't burn them up too early. But it was a lot of fun. I like doing this road course stuff. Don't get a chance to do it very often, so it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, turning right can be kind of a challenge for some people, but good job out there. Who do you have to thank for the second place?
Just want to thank you guys for putting on a heck of a broadcast. Thank the league for putting this all together. This is really cool. I have a lot of fun doing this. So, and thank all the competitors for coming out and putting on a good show. I want to say congrats to Doug tonight. He earned a heck of a win there. So good job.
All right. Well, congratulations again on your second place.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
back to the ovals next week. So.
You got it.
Okay, well, I guess we're not going to get to talk to our winner, but Doug Higby is our winner. Congratulations to him. We will run down through the final results here in just a minute, but yeah, big congratulations to him. He drove a heck of a race there.
Absolutely. I mean, he pretty much had it almost from start to finish.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Even though he had a little damage under, which we kind of considered maybe that might have been slowing him down a little bit. And it may have been. He may have, if it knocked the toe out in that car, it could have been really wearing on the tires hard on the front. And it could have caused him to slow down a little bit. And with John really hitting the pavement hard there on them closing laps, that really made a big difference. All right, so we'll run down through the final results here. Coming home with the win here tonight, Doug Higby, John Furness, our points leader. I think he's going to remain our points leader, pretty sure of that. He'll finish second. Jordan Smith third. Michael LaGuardi will finish fourth. Jared Darling fifth. Brendan Bogo sixth. Cody Levitt seventh. Spencer Owens, kind of a disappointing eighth there. Looked like he might have got some damage hitting the wall or whatever. Jamie Leach in ninth, and Craig Werman will finish in the top 10. Keith?
All right, in 11th, the last car in the lead lap was Josh Schulin. Steve Holmes coming home in 12th. Luke Lafaro in 13th. Cole Day 14th. Jim Ott starting 18th. He improved a little bit. Ends up finishing 15th. Robert Duvendak in 16th. Anthony Reynolds 17th. Eric Hawley 18th. Joe Renaud in 19th. And Kyle Zimmer rounds off your top 20.
All right. Dan Dill, 21st. Mike Mock finishing 22nd. He started dead last on the field, so that's pretty good. He come back from that. Raymond Mazzoso, 23rd. Jason Young, 24th. Skip Carmen, 25th. Darren Scandarito having connection problems, but managed to come back and still finished in 6th. Doug Ungari, 27th. Jared Hagedorn, 28th. Jeff Pogo, 29th. Brady Briggs, 30th. And David Carmen, the last one out there, finishing 31st. He was about 8 laps down. Wow. Tough day for some guys, and a very good day for our winner here, Doug Higbee. So congratulations to him. Thanks for watching tonight, folks, for USRA and MaxSpeedTV. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.